Congress gives some donation to Communist Party because he does not know which party will come to power. So he is trying to support all the parties. And though he may have his own preferences secretly, he may vote for Modi, but he will also try to give some money to Pinarayi and some money to Rajagopal also, whatever leader that they represent the party. So similarly, Krishna doesn't take sides. Then Duryodhana went seeking for help. Okay, what do you want? He said, I need the army. Okay, take it. Arjuna comes, what do you want? Bhagavan, I want you. Okay, I will come with you, but I will not fight. So this kind of a chalak is Krishna. He's a dancer. You cannot find him at any spot at any time permanently. He'll dance like a butterfly and sting like a bee, as they say. That is Krishna's position, so that he can nuance his response depending upon this situation. So that you will not be able to identify which party he belongs. So that he can always have a high moral ground and look at the issues properly. So that he can become a consultant and advisor, a guru. A guru's position is like that. He will talk with both the parties. And his job is to create common ground, the grey area. Isn't it? People who are grey, they are more wiser, isn't it? People jet black hair, they are stupid people. Isn't it? Because God doesn't give brain and hair together, they say. God doesn't give brain and hair together. So, if you have grey hair, welcome it. That shows you are a smart guy, wise person. So, Krishna wants to find the grey ground, the common ground, where both the antagonist and the protagonist can come together and shake hands. Though there is a fence between them, but they can stretch their hand and shake hands and think for common good. Think for common good. Promote common good. That was Krishna's strategy. So Arjuna falls at the feet of Krishna and says, Bhagavan, Pahimam, Grahimam, Shadhimam. That is what Arjuna said. This shows Arjuna became humble. Earlier he was arrogant. He thought he has all the problem. He was arguing and arguing and arguing and trying to establish a wrong point of view, which is harmful to himself. Like he was arguing against himself, which is not acceptable in a court of justice. You cannot argue against yourself. So Arjuna was doing that. I should not fight, I should run away. Na kangshe vijayam Krishna, na jarajyam sudhanicha, kinno govinda jivena, kim bhogairhi jividenava. That's what Arjuna. He is arguing against himself. I want to die. I want to run away. This is no solution for the problem. There is no solution for this problem. That's the kind of paralysis that Arjuna found himself. We all must be going through that, I tell you. There is Arjuna sitting in all of us. That's why you are here. Otherwise you will be sitting at home and teaching somebody else, isn't it? So here we are trying to sit together and reflect together, bring out our problem openly. Don't pretend you have no problem. That is the main problem we have. We pretend I have no problem. Everything is okay. Everything is not okay. To say everything okay, you have to find that depth in yourself. So Arjuna admits, I have a problem. When you admit you have a problem, then there is a silver lining there. Then you will be able to think of a solution. So Arjuna admits, karpunya doshopasabhava. I am under dead end. I am in a cul-de-sac. I don't know where to go. Well, Arjuna said this, Krishna with a smile. This is very beautiful. This is very interesting. If Krishna also start crying, sympathetically or empathetically, Krishna also start crying, Arjuna cries, Krishna cries, and Bhishma cries, everybody cries, it will be a problem. So somebody has to be firm. Krishna with a subtle smile, not a ridiculing smile. Krishna was not laughing at Arjuna. Krishna was only a smile. So just Arjuna feel relaxed. Isn't it? When you go to a doctor, doctor gives you tell all your problem, and doctor gives you a smile, you feel relaxed and reassured. Or a lawyer, you say all your problem, and then the lawyer smiles, then you feel reassured. Yes, there is a solution. So similarly, Prahasanneva Bharata, Krishna had a smile, a beautiful smile. And Krishna was Manmatha, a very beautiful person, very nice person. So he had a smile on his face, and he said with a smile, reassuring Arjuna, Krishna said, Ashocyananvashojita. We have seen that yesterday. Ashocyananvashojita. You are unnecessarily worrying, you say. There is no need for worry. Also, if somebody assures us, a third party, that your worry is unnecessary, your worry is out of place, it has no reason, it is only a reaction. When somebody says that, especially a person whom you respect, then you find a kind of peace. So, first lesson in life is don't worry. In Hindi we say kya hoga, kya hoga, kya hoga, kya hoga. This is the worry. Answer is kuch nahi hoga. That you will discover only when you walk a little down the road, and when you look back, nothing happened. We were unnecessarily worrying. Worry has become a habit for us. And so we habitually react to situation. So when we look back and try to connect the dots, we find that worry was unnecessary. By the time worry has become your habit, now there is no need, there is no reason. Without any reason we are worrying. It has become pathological. From psychological problem, it has become a pathological problem. It has gone into your nervous system, your musculature. And once it becomes part of your muscle memory, then it is very difficult to control. For no reason you have to worry. It's like a man who was served in the army for 35 years, and he was a truck driver there. Truck driver. You know, the army, the mountains range, the truck goes like this all the time. And sometimes he has to make notes also as he was in the truck. So after 30 years of service comes back, and now he has to sign a check or something. He has to stand up and move like this, otherwise he will not be able to sign a check, it seems. Or like our transport, the transport conductor, let us say. Transport conductor also stands in the bus, he leans and then makes a ticket, isn't it? So he has a habit of writing like that. And now after retirement, if somebody asks you to sign a check, he is sitting comfortably. He cannot sign a check because that is not his habit. He has to stand up and shake like this, and then only he can sign a check. This is what is called worry has gone into your musculature. It has become a muscle memory. When it becomes muscle memory, nobody can. You have to do yoga for 20 years. You have to sit quiet. So this was Arjuna's problem. So Bhagavan says the first thing is have a cognitive shift that there is no need of worry. That is put in you. That's called a neuro-linguistic shift you have to happen. By word alone, you can change your brain. There is no other surgery possible. The only way to change you by words. Listen to these words of Krishna or your mentor. That way your brain can be changed. Your cognitive shift can happen. So the first cognitive shift was your world view is there is no need to worry. But there are problems. Not that somebody, if I don't worry, then who will worry? Guru says don't worry. So Guruji, it's okay for you. You are sitting in the ashram, food is free, clothes is free, everything is free. Dakshina also we get, and Namaskaram also. You don't have to worry. Here I am, I have to worry. Who else will worry? So this has become our habit. So Krishna says, don't worry. And what is the context? The problems are not disappeared. So there will be always problem. That was we have seen it yesterday. life is full of problems. You cannot escape from the problem. It's like a waves in the ocean. If you want to swim in the ocean, you have to cut through the waves. Either ride the wave or duck under the wave, and then you have to go to a peaceful place. Then you can swim in the ocean. There will be no problem. So similarly, life is full of problems, and therefore you have to accept that. And don't run away from the problem. If you run away from the problem, problems will chase you, like your shadow. And the problems gain a greater power over you, because you are accepted that I am a failure or I am a weak person. So face the problem. Take the problem by the horns, as they say. Look straight into the eye of the problem. Then do it with a calm mind, he says. These are very important lessons. Very, very important lessons. Otherwise you will be keep on going to the psychologist, keep on paying 500 rupees per visit. And he is having a jolly good time. What is he doing? He will just listen to your story. I don't know whether he is listening also. He may be sleeping. You are telling your story continuously, and afterwards 1 hour of counseling, you have to pay 500 rupees. That's the situation. So Krishna says, face the problem with a calm mind. Have a value for that at least. I know you are not able to quieten your mind at this point. Even now your mind may be running hither and thither like a monkey. That's why mind is called Chitta Kabihi. Mind is like a monkey. Now you are listening to this lecture, and suddenly everybody is laughing because the speaker cracked a joke. Everybody is laughing. Then you wake up. You say, what did the Swami say? What did the Swami say? You nudge your neighbor. So you say, where were you, sir? Oh, I had gone home and come back. Isn't it? So mind is like a monkey. Not an ordinary monkey. It's a drunken monkey. Imagine that drunken monkey. Monkey himself is the problem. A drunken monkey. On top of that, the monkey was stung by a scorpion. My God. Markadasya surapanam madhye vrishchikadamshanam, he said. Stung by a scorpion. And then tadmadhye bhudavesham. And a ghost also is entered. My God, this monkey is terrible monkey. That's our mind, I tell you. That's our mind. That is the condition of our mind. So I admit that. I admit. But at least accept theoretically that you should not lose your cool. You should always keep your calm. Even this will pass away. Wait for that morning. The night may be dark and dreary and cold and all that, but the dawn will come and the sun will shine and the lotuses will bloom and the birds will soar and sing. Everything is possible, but you have to wait. But we don't have the patience for that. So keep your mind calm. Let us have a value for that. I should not lose sight of the future. And hope is very, very important. So how do I keep my mind calm? We are going to tell you that. Maybe we'll meditate for some time at the end of this talk, how to make my mind calm, how to watch my mind, and all that things. We'll be seeing that. So first principle was, life is full of problems, he says. Second principle is, don't run away from the problem. Third principle is, while you are facing the problem, keep your mind calm, which is possible, because mind is under your control. Your responses are under your control. The world outside need not provoke your responses. You can command your responses because mind is under your control. It's like switching off a fan. I said, switch off the fan. Then what do? You jump, you take a stool and stand on top of that and hold the blade of the fan. Will you be able to do that? Your finger will be cut off. Instead of that, what should you do? Go to the switchboard and find out which particular switch relates to that fan. If you don't know, ask your guest which particular switch. and you say this is the particular switch, then ask her to switch it off. Isn't it? Things are very simple that way. So here you have a control, because this panel you can control. The fan you cannot control. If you try to control it, because it's already turning. Similarly, the world you may not be able to control, but you can control your anger. You can control your reactions. That is within your control. That's a switchboard. You have a control over that. So therefore, Bhagavan says, keep your mind calm. When you keep your mind calm, the magic happens. What is the magic? This unknown spirit will manifest, incarnate, kind of epiphany it manifests, with solutions, with insights, with creativity. Life become a poetry then. So far, life was a prose. Now life become a poetry. It's a magical experience for you. Suddenly from some unknown dimension, which is we call the spirit, the Atman, the Brahman. So at this point, Brahman is not available to you, because your mind is disturbed. Because the mind is disturbed, you are not able to see the depth of the mind, where Brahman is hiding. That's a figurative expression. Please don't think Brahman is hiding somewhere. Brahman cannot hide. It's a figurative expression. Like the sun is hiding behind the cloud. Even when the sun is hiding behind the cloud, you are able to see the cloud because of sun, isn't it? You have to only jump a little more in thinking. You say the sun is not there. Because of the cloud, you don't see the sun. But how do you see the cloud? You see the cloud because of the sun, isn't it? So this Brahman, the Atman, which our Upanishads are talking and seeing again and again, that Brahman is hidden at this point. Though it is a support, it is the light of all lights. It is hidden from your view and experience.